Hi kids, it's Sue. On this episode of the Buzz Club, I'm up north in the Maine woods, and I'm in the forest with my granddaughter, and we've just found 4 kinds of evergreen trees that are easy to show you the differences when we look at the needles. Let's go look. We're going to begin with the white pine tree. And pine tree is a name that many people use to describe all evergreen trees like Christmas trees or conifers that make cones. But they're really not all pine trees, so let's learn some differences. The white pine has its needles, long needles, in little bundles. So here we have one little bundle from the white pine tree. And you can see at the bottom that all the needles are bound together. And this one has how many needles? Can you count them?
1, 2, 3.
4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, there's 5 needles in the white pine tree, the eastern white pine. And they're about 2 to 3 inches long.
No, we gotta go.
So here we have...
No, we gotta go that way.
Okay.
I must have water too.
Whoopsie. And here we have a balsam fir tree. Let's see how it looks different. Do you see how the needles go to each side of the twig? And they're in one plane. They're sort of flat in one plane. Like they disappear when we hold them sideways. And the tops of the needles are shiny green. And see that there's 2 different lengths to them. And the other thing is that they don't hurt when you hold them in your hand. The ends of the needles are rounded. And if we look really close, they have a tiny little notch at the end. And when we turn them over, they're very pale. Wow! They're a pale green, silvery green color. So flat needles in one plane, shiny on the top, light on the bottom, with a rounded tip. And then when we smell them, balsam fir smell, just delicious. Our last tree type today is the eastern hemlock. And it looks a lot like the balsam fir. The needles are flat in one plane again. They disappear when you hold them sideways. And the tips of the needles are also rounded and they don't hurt to hold. But they're much shorter. They're about half the length of the balsam fir. Shiny green on top and pale underneath. And if we look closely at how they attach to the twig, they sort of run down the stem